Is love a crime? For decades in India, the answer was yes, particularly if that love was between two people of the same sex. This harsh reality changed in 2018 when the Supreme Court delivered a landmark judgment in Navtej Singh Johar versus Union of India, striking down part of Section 377 of the Indian Penal Code. To understand this, we must look back at the origins of Section 377. Introduced in 1861 during British colonial rule, it criminalized carnal intercourse against the order of nature. Initially aimed at non-consensual acts, it became a tool for the harassment and prosecution of LGBTQ+ individuals, treating consensual same-sex relationships as criminal. In 2013, the Supreme Court upheld Section 377 in the Suresh Kumar Kaushal case, shockingly stating that only a minuscule fraction of the population was affected, thus leaving it to Parliament to act. This decision sparked national and international outrage. Fast forward to 2016, when a group of petitioners, including dancer Navtej Singh Johar and 5 other prominent LGBTQ individuals, approached the Supreme Court. They argued that Section 377 violated their fundamental rights under Articles 14, 15, 19, and 21 of the Constitution. The key legal issues at stake were whether criminalizing consensual homosexual acts violated the right to equality and dignity, if the court could revisit its own 2013 decision, and whether sexual orientation was protected under the freedom of expression. The petitioners contended that Section 377 was unconstitutional as applied to consensual same-sex relationships. They referenced the 2017 judgment in K.S. Puttaswamy versus Union of India, where the Supreme Court upheld the right to privacy as a fundamental right. They argued that privacy encompasses sexual autonomy and identity, and that criminalization leads to harassment, stigma, and violence against the LGBTQ community. They also highlighted that the law was arbitrary and discriminatory, targeting individuals based on their sexual orientation. In a surprising shift, the government stated it would leave the matter to the wisdom of the court. On September 6, 2018, a 5-judge constitutional bench of the Supreme Court, led by Chief Justice Deepak Misra, delivered a unanimous verdict. The court struck down the part of Section 377 that criminalized consensual sex between adults, declaring it unconstitutional. Chief Justice Misra and Justice Khanwilkar argued that constitutional morality must prevail over social morality, affirming that individual dignity, identity, and sexual orientation are protected under Articles 14, 15, 19, and 21. Justice Nariman described the criminalization of consensual acts as manifestly arbitrary, while Justice Chandrachud stressed that the state should not interfere in personal relationships. Justice Indu Malhotra famously stated, "History owes an apology to the LGBTQ community." The court clarified that non-consensual acts, including those involving minors or animals, would still be punishable under Section 377. The Navtej Johar judgment did more than decriminalize same-sex relations. It affirmed that LGBTQ individuals are equal citizens, deserving of dignity, autonomy, and protection under the law. This ruling opened the door for future battles over civil rights, including marriage, adoption, and inheritance for LGBTQ persons. This judgment is a watershed moment in Indian constitutional law, placing India alongside progressive democracies that protect sexual minorities. It reflects the evolution of constitutional interpretation in line with human dignity and global human rights standards. The Navtej Singh Johar case stands as a powerful affirmation that constitutional rights are not reserved for the majority. Every citizen, regardless of sexual orientation, has the right to love, express themselves, and live with dignity, free from fear and criminalization.